Greetings, programs. Pyrrh here. Welcome back to Vintage Story on the Aura Fury server. Sorry for the little hiccup there. I tried to start up Vintage Story. It said I was already playing. I noticed that I had a little preview screen up. And it didn't even show up in my task manager anywhere. So I had to reboot the entire system. But looks like that we may be up and running. Having a little trouble loading. This may be a shorter stream than I thought. Aha, there we go. There we go. All right, if everybody can see me and hear me, let's get moving. Again, it may be a short stream today. At least a couple hours, but it may not be the full 4 due to some health issues and some work issues. Yeah, we may not be able to stream the whole time today. I got a day job, so to speak. I design planner stickers, and my health hasn't allowed me to work as much as I should. And since I'm up and awake, I should be working. But I'm honoring my commitment as best I can to do my streaming of Vintage Story or other gaming material. Yeah, it's probably going to be Vintage Story for a while. For 3 times a week. I'm here. We need to see what kind of food we need. Let's clean our inventory out a little bit. And we will also go visit the sheep, I think, first thing. So, hopefully we have a dump chest somewhere. What kind of food do we need? Fruit and grain. We could probably make some porridge. Let's grab blueberries. I don't know if you can see it, but there are the beginnings of the barn. And of course there's my lovely greenhouse. I'm so excited. Still obviously have a lot of terraforming to do out here. It's going to be flat. I mean, to be honest, it's going to be flat for the most part. I'll need to move my reed farm so we can kind of see the barn over there. So yes, we're going to be very relaxed and down tempo today with some fun music from Approaching Nirvana in the background. And I came up here to actually get berries, not ogle at my own builds. There we go. Want 12? There we are. What we'll do is we will head out. We'll take care of the sheep and anything that we want to do at the museum today. I probably need to forge a couple more tools. And then let's go get some rice. And then we'll come back and do some farming and work on the... Oh, and some trading. We'll trade with our local traders. And rice. Rice is over here. Yes. As I said, not feeling all that great today, so gotta cut me some slack today. There we go. Do our local trading, and then we will work on our barn. I think I've got enough materials to be working with for a while. Let's see here. Grab 4 pieces of peat. And okay, I still have my crock on me. Yep, first thing, especially on a server, this is what you do. You take care of your food. Because anything you have on you will look like this. Here we are. Okay, let me change. Now, as always, Let me know if the music is too loud or too quiet, or if you can't hear any game sounds, that kind of thing. And I did try to start streaming on Glimesh today. It is something that I plan on doing, but I seem to be having trouble getting it implemented. It does use a different streaming protocol, and I'm trying various ways to get the input there. Okay, let's put some stuff away. Yeah, this is full. That's not gonna work, is it? Okay, let's put our granite cobble away. I believe we can. We don't need a lot of it for now. I haven't decided. Well, I don't know. We'll see when we get to building. Now, this is actually chiselable basalt, so I want to put that away as well. I think before we go, let's go check. I thought I found some planters here. Yes, I did. Let's go check the planter situation in the greenhouse. Because I think we have them all. Yeah, I still need to decorate the outside, finish the paths. Lots of stuff to do. Okay, let's go ahead and put an ochre one there. We have a sea salt one there. I think that's all of them. It's full up, right? So let's, oh, not bust the window. My goodness. A little carried away with the axe there. Let's put the planter there and plunk in here. Thank you, Apache. I am really proud of it. I can't, yeah. I'm really excited about it. It's really pretty. And my bees from Sardinoth, of course. Yeah, really happy with it. I'm kind of playing around with color palettes and stuff, and I think my outbuildings will. I'm trying to do the barn a lot like this, which is across there, which is what I'm working on today. So I'll be using some hay instead of glass. For the front, I may put some glass in the front. I don't know. Did I have some rot on me? Yes, and I don't have enough to start that going yet. Okay, so I have an extra sea salt planter, which is fine because the sea salt is my favorite, and I'll be doing a room in my manor on those. I'm trying to design a greenhouse, but I always end up building polytunnels. Now, to be fair, that is not a functional greenhouse. I'm in the South, I really don't need one, but and locals like, well, it's confusing. You should call it a tool shed. Well, I could, because that's kind of what it is. I just wanted some storage, but then I wanted something cool. And I can't really call it a tool shed because look at it. It's a greenhouse. So it's a greenhouse. But yeah, I suppose you could make it functional if you divided the inside, but not really too concerned about it. Okay, let's do that. Let's munch one. Greenhouses don't have to have green glass. Well, that's right, but they don't have to be a functional greenhouse either. And that's way too big to be an actual greenhouse here. As I said, in the South, I really don't want it anyway. All those plants in there are for decoration. So, get my last bowl of food. Those away. We can munch the berry. We'll go ahead and take these stone paths. You know, I keep saying yes and no to taking the stone paths. I'm just never sure. I do need to take the buckets. What else do I need to take with me? Visit the artisan trader. I will want. Oh, okay. I actually left. I don't normally do this. I left these in my artisan stuff in the basket at the artisan trader. So hopefully it's all still there. Let's get rid of this stuff here. You. Got my armor. And I'm trying to think, did I need to take anything else with me? I don't think so. Apache says, looks cool. Yes, thank you. I'm really, I can't help it. I'm proud of it. I love it. Love it myself. We're just going to go. Oop. That's, this is Surdanoth Cross. I really like it because here's my attempt. And it's okay. It's okay. I like how, I don't know, I like his too. We'll make another little, we'll hoe some stuff under it and make another little grave for that. Okay, are we ready? Not really taking a lot out to the farm today. Let's grab some flax because I've got an overabundance of flax and that's where I use it anyway. Way Mikey has access to it as well. Every once in a while, he likes to feed his sheep. I say my sheep. They're his sheep. So obviously, I definitely do not mind providing flax for it. Looks like there's one for 28, or I mean, less than 300 days. Let's take all this. Oh, you know what? I hate it when that happens. Had another bucket open and it just transferred it. All right, well, now we got to do this the hard way. Okay, there it is. And just a minute. And that one. Okay, any place. Yeah, there's a bunch of others that are less than 300 days. Okay. And did I pick my basket? I did not take my basket. My basket just in case. Oh, come on. Yeah, a little hard for me to get organized today. Just, again, I'm not really 100% doing the best I can. Okay. And of course, I don't drink soda, but this is as close as I come. I have a sparkling water. It has no sugar, basically just a little bit of natural flavor, and that's it. So that's what I call soda. For those that care. Yeah, that's all I drink. I drink water. I'll drink one of those sparkling waters. I used to drink Pellegrino until, COVID and trying to save money where we can. So right now I think this is a Walmart brand. Only because, Walmart. Oh, that's it. Water. I have hot chocolate in the morning. I don't drink anything else. A little milk once in a while. Diet Coke, Fanta Zero, lemon squash, and coffee, mainly Apache. Wow, that's a lot of sugar. Yeah, you're better off. Oh, okay. Yeah, so you're getting artificial sugar, and then I'd say you're better off drinking regular sugar than artificial sugar. That stuff will kill you faster than the sugar will. They started using NutraSweet and things way back when. They stopped using saccharin as a sweetener, and they started using aspartame, which is NutraSweet's the brand. And I narrowed it down. I mean, I'd had something and I felt really bad and wasn't sure what it was. And then I was at church and my mother had, I don't know if you guys remember certs, but think a Certs was trying to compete with Tic Tac, I guess, at that point, and they brought out these new little small Tic Tac shaped mints. And my mother offered me, I think, one. One little itty bitty. If you know what a Tic Tac is, they're like microscopic little candies. And 15 minutes later, I asked my mom, "What did you give me?" Because I ended up with flu-like symptoms. I literally felt like I'd been hit by a bus. I felt like I had the flu. I had the body aches, and my temperature went up, and I just felt sick. And it lasted for about 4 or 5 hours. And to this day, I can't have anything with NutraSweet in it. I mean, that's all it took was a little certs or a little Tic Tac shaped candy. So yeah, some of us are more sensitive than others. No, that was aspartame that I had the reaction to. But they do have warnings on it that it's actually a neural blocker. It interferes with neuron transmission. And they have warnings on it that kids aren't supposed to have it. And yet that's all. They put it in a lot of kids' candy as well. So yeah, I have as little sugar as possible. When I do, it's real sugar or xylitol, which is a sugar alcohol. It's still naturally occurring. I get it usually from birch trees. And yeah, it won't raise your blood sugar levels like sugar will, like cane sugar or beet sugar will. And then of course I don't have the side effects that I get from artificial sugar. Let's see here. There's some interesting background music. This is Approaching Nirvana we're featuring today, and we'll probably be limiting my background music to vintage story, game music, Approaching Nirvana, and Techno Acts, because I have no copyright issues with them for streaming, because I can publish their links in the streaming chat or the streaming description. And I've had problems with pretty much everything else I've used. Yeah, they have some awesome time-lapse videos. Definitely, used a few of those in the build compilation, the build contest cinematic I did. My playlist isn't super terribly long. This is just the more orchestral stuff at the moment. Because I'm kind of saving the heavy beat stuff for, other things. Besides, I needed something a little bit more relaxing today. Yay. For those of you who don't know, I've had a bit of a blood pressure issue for the past year or so, and for the last 4 months, I didn't realize it until January. And then over the last 4 months, I've had some doctors try to adjust meds. Whoa! I am going the right way, aren't I? I'm not going the right way. Somebody made a new tunnel, and I just went, phew. Okay. What's that? There's a bunch of copper there. Okay, that was a kind of an interesting... Told you I wasn't all here today. So anyway, the doctors keep messing with the meds, and I'm not really happy with my current... my regular MD's fine. But with all of this weird... I've basically been having side effects from high blood pressure. I took a bunch of heart tests, and so far everything's come back that everything's fine. Haven't done any damage to my heart. It looks good. So as soon as I get that all verified... Yeah, okay, we need to put... Okay. Isn't that amazing? 3 little pieces of grass can throw me off. Actually happened to bring... So, anyway, this current cardiologist that I have, I seem to know more about nutrition than she does. She's from India, and she says she's been in the States for 10 years, and when she has no idea the difference between sea salt and pink salt and iodized salt that you get here in the U.S. and the things that are in the iodized salt that here in the U.S. And then when her eyes get wide when I tell her I have I drink bulletproof hot chocolate in the morning, which has coconut oil, a special grade of coconut oil, and grass-fed butter, and her eyes get wide, and she just says, "Stop that!" And I'm thinking, if she's going to put me on a low-fat diet because she's concerned about what you know, and yeah, and she even admitted that I taught her something new about salt. But yeah, when the first thing a blood pressure or a cardiologist tells me that it's that I need to go on a low-fat, low-salt diet, then I know that I need to find a new doctor. So I got one more test that they're going to do, and when that comes out clear, which I know it will, then I'm going to say bye-bye and then let my regular MD take care of my blood pressure. At the moment, once we can get it under control, then I can finally get back to where I can. Right now I can't do anything. I can't barely exercise. I can't do anything. Once they get the meds right, then I can go back to doing that and getting all that under control so I can get off the meds completely. No, I shouldn't have to be on them more than about 9 to 12 months. All right, let's go down and put some stuff away. Because right now, this doctor has messed with my meds so much. I was doing great. I was doing really great. I was feeling great. All of my all the high blood pressure symptoms had gone away. All of them. Blood pressure was great. I was exercising, feeling awesome. Lost like 5 pounds in a little over a week because I was able to, actually just get up and move again. And she changed my med again. Why? I don't know. And I'm feeling awful. Adrian von Ziegler, really good one for background music for vintage story. I really do like a lot of the music that you're using. Okay, I will take a look at them. My dad was diagnosed with diabetes. Our whole family changed diets to match his. Yeah, and that's the thing. I shouldn't have to change my diet because I am already, and I did my research. My concerns are high blood pressure, being overweight, which is obviously one of the my main causes of the high blood pressure, and inflammation. And I'm already on an ideal diet for reducing inflammation. And there's a couple other things that I can do to help reduce that. Mainly, being able to exercise again, and then losing the weight, of course. All of that. And then a couple of other little things. But I'm already on an ideal diet to lower inflammation and lower inflammation and other things. So, I need my cleaver. But yeah, as long as I can get up and move without feeling like I'm going to have a heart attack or falling asleep. I mean, right now, I was actually functional for 2 weeks. She changed my meds. And I'm back to where I have all the symptoms again of just shortness of breath and dizziness and chest pain. And yeah, it's not regulating my blood pressure at all. I'm having some other issues. I'm afraid it's doing damage to my kidneys. So hopefully we get that fixed up in the next day or two. And arg. Yeah, it's hard. It's really hard seeing loved ones suffer about things. So sometimes it just makes you proactive in your own health. And I guess that's a good thing. I had an uncle who suffered from diabetes, but he also Didn't do anything to change his diet. Didn't do anything to take care of his health. And it eventually killed him. Way too early, I might add. He was a very good man. A very good man. A very sweet man. And had to go too soon, you know. But then again, you've got to take care of your own health, you know. The doctor can't do it for you. He can give you suggestions. And yeah, you know, that's it. Are we still on all 13s? I thought we might have a 14. Ah, we do have a 14. You. And you. But yeah, I mean, my regular MD takes a look at my records and he's like, wow, you know, I mean, I have full blood pressure records when I started having trouble. I was like, well, I got to track it. I mean, there's nothing the doctor can just, you know, assume from what I tell him, or I can show him the actual records based on what I've got. I can, and he says, nobody's ever done this for me before. This was the first time I'd seen him, actually. And I said, well, I'm not doing it for you. I'm doing it for me, you know, because he can only do so much based on the information I give him. Okay, come on. Hold still. These guys are much easier to do at night. Okay. I think I've got... Have I got you all? How much milk did I get? 3 buckets? Yeah, okay, we may come back a little bit later. I thought I could get 4. Make absolutely sure. Okay, you're pregnant. Let's go ahead and loot the rams and get them out of the way. Was in the U.S. the least amount of billable doctor's hours, the better. Well, yes, but I still want a doctor that knows what he's doing. I normally don't have to go. I mean, my kids are perfect health and never sick. So, but yeah, I have no problems being proactive about my health, but I want a doctor that doesn't go on mainstream things and actually does research on new technology and new studies, what's being proven and disproven about general things. I mean, like the main things that affect at least the American population: obesity and diet, causes of heart disease. All really important things. Well, everywhere, but you know, the main causes of death here. So I appreciate a doctor that keeps up with stuff and doesn't, you know, act like that all they've watched is a couple of specials on PBS. That's advice I could get on my own. Looking for specialized stuff that I don't know. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 ewes. We can get it down to 5. Don't want to kill the lactating ones. Okay, so you're okay. We have a generation. You're not pregnant? Okay, so you're leaving. Don't, no, not the ram. This is why we always keep 2 rams. Because we got babies growing up too. 14 and pregnant, that's a good thing. Generation 12, 13. Okay, we can go ahead and take care of you. Yeah, Mikey, did you see that? This is why never, ever go down to 1 male. Got someone walking in front of you. All right, kids. Let's get the rest of the foods. Yeah, I'm sure one of the babies will grow up to be a boy too. And if not, you know, we still got one. I'm done killing things. You can say I stayed away from the other ram, and he was sitting down too. So, all right. You are not laying down. You are down. No. Had that happen on my single player world. A rooster. I kept 2 roosters. And then trying to kill chickens that are running away from you is just really hard. And ended up with one of the... And I actually only had 2 roosters at the time, but I had so many chickens of, you know, old generations and stuff. So I was culling chickens, trying to be real careful, and I'll be darned, that rooster ran right in front of me. And I popped him. But I still had one. Let's see, we need... And then the next day, that rooster had glitched out of my fence. That was a problem. Where'd my truff go? All right, this is a really big pen. We're going to give you guys food over here. There we are. Go ahead and move this one too. Hello, little lamb. Right. Oh gosh, we got rot in this one too. You guys haven't been very hungry, huh? All right. Got plenty of flax. I do not care if it goes bad. It's like a little piece in everyone. Here you go, guys. Eat up. Okay, there we go. All right, everybody. Enjoy. Okay, we have... All right. I think we're good. 3 babies. 6 ewes. And a ram. It was a Generation 14 ram I killed too. Yeah, bummer. All right, well, you know, if he's going to be stupid and walk in front of me, then that's natural selection at work. Okay. Do need to make just a couple more tools. And I think I still had some wood that I had left here earlier because I was in a rush to get out. Get that wood into the fire pit. The charcoal pit. I do believe probably going to need a pick and axe and a shovel. And I'll have to check spare tools later and see what I've got. You left a little more? Okay. Take a look. Okay. Lots of green. I want you to go there. Yes. Okay. If you want to feed pigs or sheep or whatever, I got plenty of green if you want to use it, Mikey. And some meat too, because I don't have, I have some salt, but kind of using it for You know what? Let's go ahead and do. We'll go ahead and do some meat. I should have 2 free barrels. Means I can do 64 meat, correct? I can put 64 salt in it, and that cures 32. And I can just cook the rest, I suppose. I don't know. Yeah, okay. So I've got 2 free barrels, and then I'll have right. Because this is all I'll be able to use. Okay. Eat my berry. Let's see, what have I got here? Phew, lots of junk on me. Let's go ahead and put the buckets away. All right. Okay, I still have an axe here, which is important in case I need it for firewood. Oh, look at that. That's what you meant by left a little more. Yeah, a little more. I was thinking, you know, all that kapok wood up there. I don't know if he's not using it for decoration. Probably should bring it down and up. So, good plan. And I got all this junk on me. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and fill up the fire pit. Don't let me forget my milk. So the stacks I'm taking with me. All right, let's just dump all this stuff. Here I am with that extra basket. I forgot I left this one here last time in case I needed to bring something home, which I haven't had for a while. Okay. I don't want to do that either. Really key. Okay. Let's, yes, we actually do want to continue listening to the music. Ugh. I look at that and I go, whoa. Let's go ahead and take care of this stuff first. Okay. That's what I want to turn off. Accidentally hit that key all the time. Let's grab the old steel axe. There we go. Ugh. Okay. Make all the firewood all the time. Whoa! I cannot use the eggs. I can. I will use them. Thank you very much. Like, oh, what are those? Yay! That's what I'm making now, is a farm. All I have are chickens out there, but that's definitely what I want to do, is get prepared for... yeah, it's like, what happened to my axe? That's not my axe. It's a bunch of eggs. Here. You can... Mikey, you can put those in the corn for me. I have the additional room for wood. Yeah, kind of made a mess of this earlier, but as long as it all gets filled up, it'll work. Oh, let's get rid of these. And we've got room for 3 more stacks. I never take very, well, actually, I never take my sword off with my Hawkthar. I cut the trees and got lazy. Well, you know, K-pop, there's no point in growing it for, what happened here? There's definitely no point in growing it for firewood. I mean, I guess it only gives you 3 in return, which is kind of silly, isn't it? Okay. Am I lagging or am I just getting weird? There we go. Must be getting weird stacks. Okay. Those are all full back there, right? Okay. Yeah, it's really, I don't think it's worth growing. Well, yes, but then you use up, I don't know if you use up more durability, but well, yeah, for the return, if you only get, it may take the same durability to cut them down, and then you're getting less yield. Only 75% of the yield per log. It's that much more effort, that much more storage. Whoops, no, that's not what I want. Okay. Oh, we have complaining kids in the background. What's new? A little bit of a kid issue, sorry. All right. Let's put them all down at once. There we go. Sorry, just a moment. Okay. I swear, I think my 8-year-old son has more angst than my newly promoted teenager. Poor kid. All right. I messed up my piles again. Look at that. All good. Doing my chores in return for charcoal. For charcoal. In return for iron and coal and stuff. And next time I'm here, I will see if there's any. I don't know if Zulf left some iron to process or what, so work on that as well. Let's see. Let's go up and get some more logs because I don't like those chests hanging out there. There we go. You know, I'm going to snitch some of this maple. I don't think I have anything left over at the build site that needs maple, but I accidentally made 1 or 2 things out of maple because I had the logs from when I cut the tree down. I never did have the sapling because I lost both saplings. They grew trees that were way too big, so since I was making a dollhouse, they really didn't look right. Okay. I've got plenty of acacia stored. You rode from the TL, you come out of here. Yeah, I accidentally went that direction. Oh, yeah, I'll check out the new one. 4,000 north, TL, that's 2, TL jump to it. Yeah, but if I'm taking a road that is 4,000 blocks? Or is it, oh, it goes to 4,000. Still, that's, I don't know. I don't think you're saving any, at least for me, I don't think you're saving any time. I don't care about how many jumps, I care about how long it takes. Straight roads, of course, are always a plus, though. Need to fill this out. You get... Hang on. Let's go. Ah! I'm having a little trouble with my chat window here. Yeah, I mean, if you guys can find something that's faster, then by all means. I have not timed taking my route from here, though. Have you timed your new route, Mikey? Why are all those piles all messed up? I mean, seriously? All right. What have we got left up here? Let's use an axe for the bamboo. Oh, your path got done today. Oh, well, check it out then. And I think I got everything out of here. Anything in here? Oh, of course there is. And we're gonna do this, are we? Okay, let's put you away. Yeah, for explorations. I've got some down south as well. I really don't want to explore too much until the update drops, because I don't have that many new TLs. I mean, I have 2. One of them is it could be already explored around that area. You really can't see anything from the TL itself. And it's very likely already explored anyway, but if not, and then there's one down south that I don't think is at all. Because I'm not that lucky at finding TLs. Going in the wrong spot, dude. Come on, click here. Alright, let's take you out. And you. Sneak back here, fill in the gaps. I have a lot of quarry stuff. Slate, shale, bauxite, peridotite. I have peridotite in our new tunnel. Slate. Yeah, I have no, I have it's slate I have access to. Shale I don't. So, and I need shale. So that'd be great. And if you've got a quarry spot for bauxite, that's good too. Although I don't think I'm going to be needing much of it. We're hoping anyway. I may need a little bit, you know, for fiddly bits, but we'll see. I do not know where that bit went. I guess it went there. Ugh. Like my pile's all nice and even, and it's not being nice to me. Yeah, I need sand. I don't know if I need, I might use a little bit of the regular bauxite. I don't know. I haven't come up with a design yet. But I'm planning on doing like a pixel art on the ground. Not supposed to go up there. Fine, you get all the odd bits. Go ahead, there you go. Helps if I click in the right spot. Yep, gonna make a giant pumpkin in the ground and then plant my pumpkin farm on top of it. Because why not? And it won't interfere with the way the build itself looks because you won't be able to see it except for on the map. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? All right, that's enough for today. All right. And I'm not even sure. I honestly may not take the time to make any tools this afternoon. Running out of time already, as this was supposed to be a shorter stream. Let's get all this down. Yeah. Hammer and pickaxe. Well, no, I like yours too. But see that it looks different. You're supposed to be able to see that from the ground. That looks very cool. I love how it looks from the map. I don't know if you'll be able to tell with the pumpkin I'm going to make whether you can really tell from the ground. You know, well, looking across my property to the manor or whatever. I don't want it interfering with the view. Let's see. See, all nice, even piles. Everybody lined up just like you're supposed to be. What we like. But I think I've got enough tools to do some building, and then I can always come back and milk the sheep again. Biggie. Okay, let's put our ladder in the box. Our axe there. Oh, I hit the U button again. Go away. Okay. My axe back on and get my tool. Pick, axe, shovel, knife. Really need the chisel on me. They keep showing up. Go away. Waypoints. Okay, get my miscellaneous garbage with me. They keep showing up. Okay. This is really bad. Alright. Go away, waypoints. All of you. Yes, all of you. Thank you. Okay. Flax in there, Mikey, if you want it. Oh, that's right. I'm going to take these. Everything taken with me that needs to be taken with me. Yes. And... Yep. And If that is still in the corn, I'll go ahead and grab that. Actually, that's just about right. Take my stack. I got my milk. Yep, absolutely. See, yeah, your yin and yang is big enough to where, but to when you're on top of it, it's got a nice contrast to it, and it really looks good for where it's at. I think it's awesome. For those of you who may not know what we're talking about, that's this right there. The little hearts. Isn't that cute? But yeah, that Colosseum is just phenomenally gorgeous. As are a lot of the builds here. I love the warriors. I think that's been my favorite part so far. Here we go, warriors. All right. Ladder out. Yes. Do you know the Wheel of Time series? Yes. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. The one that just went forever and ever, and the man could never complete a story. He just would start a new one. And I don't think he ever finished any, and then he died. It just got to be so frustrating. After like the seventh book or so, stop reading it. Because nothing ever got resolved. Everything was a cliffhanger. And then instead of resolving something, he just decided to go to a new character. You thought of that's what you thought of when you saw the yin and yang. Okay. And habit. I probably already did this. Yeah. Always a habit. Stop by the mailbox. Notice I'm not going down the steps anymore. And I'm pretty good about making this turn. I've only missed that, I think, once. I don't think I checked this trader on the way in. Let's take a look. Hello, Innes. What have you got? Nothing. You're looking for fish in the rain. Fish and the rain? Because I swear I saw it once. And I was thinking, I should get it. Because I wasn't really collecting paintings or hadn't really even researched what paintings were available. And I should have gotten it. Haven't seen it since. I should visit that trader again. But Brandon Sanderson finished his series after Jordan died. Jordan left him over 3,000 pages of shorthand notes. Yeah, I haven't. I don't know if Poet attempted to read that because you know, Sanderson's all right. But yeah, I don't know. How many of the stories did he finish? That's the only one museum does not have. That painting, yeah, if I can get them, I'll definitely get as many as the traders allow. Museum gets first dibs. Yeah, but anyway, I don't know. How many of the stories did he finish? And did he start from the first book? And did he resolve everybody's situations? I still need to make roads to these traders. Again, really need to work on my own builds a little bit. I've done so many roads, but I will pick on these roads little by little. I've got three, and maybe four traders that I need to make roads to, and they're relatively straightforward. They're not anything. There's no diagonal Pyrrh path or sky bridge or anything. Pretty much, yeah, the final book had one chapter that was over 200 pages long. Every character had an ending. Well, you know, we may I may have to check that out then, because that was the most irritating thing about Wheel of Time. Just, he is an incredible storyteller. Beautiful imagery. He really got, but that's the thing. He got you so hooked, involved into the characters. And I don't know if he just got bored or felt like they were, well, there was one character where he just painted into a corner. I'm like, where are you going to take him? So, I mean, I don't know if they just got bored or didn't know how to resolve situations, because you'd get the character all tangled up in something, and then you'd go to a new character and you'd never hear from the other one again. So, what? And that's the end of the book. That's quite an undertaking. We'll have to take a look. Yeah, because it's just afterwards I got too mad because I get too involved, and then he wouldn't fix the story. And definitely will check that out. All right. Yeah, I got my little peridotite quarry there. I still haven't fixed the glass. I've got the glass in a chest in that quarry area. In fact, while we're here, let's go check this trader out. He's the only author I know that can spend 3.5 pages describing someone's dress or what a table looked like. Hi, Apache. When's the last time you read Tolkien? Okay? Tolkien would take, what, 3 to 5, I think it's like 7 pages once describing a particular scene, or it wasn't a battle. And the story really went nowhere. So you talk about descriptive. Oh, and then have you ever read the Sword of Truth series? It's Terry Goodkind. May he rest in peace. You haven't forgiven Tolkien for Tom Bombadil? Why? I loved Bombadil. Tolkien's got nothing on Jordan. Yeah, well, I don't know. I think they're head to head in some of the things. Tolkien's battle scenes, sometimes when I reread them, I have to skip them, because it's like, oh, just, we're gonna move every piece on the board and describe exactly, it's like taking turns in D&D when you've got like 7 players playing, and it's like, okay, my turn's over, I'm gonna go order a pizza, and it's like, oh my gosh, you have to get so descriptive for every little thing. But that's where I appreciated the movies more than the books when it came to the battle scenes, because it's just, it wasn't so much. But if you've ever read Terry Goodkind, well, I don't know, because I really hated the series after like the first. It was the first or second when they basically took it over and destroyed the series, in my personal opinion. They basically took it out of Terry's hands, where he had, when Disney took it over, I guess. Terry Goodkind had no more control over it, because he made the big mistake of signing over everything, and not retaining any control. They sold the Mother Confessor's dress on eBay. So, do you remember the Mother Confessor's power? Where she would basically, and it was an instantaneous thing. So that was the whole point. There was nothing anybody can do once she had physical contact with someone. There was absolutely nothing that they could do in time before she could release her power into him. So Terry Goodkind would take, and I think the longest was 3 full pages. And it was very much the same thing every time. Time stops, and it's all a description of and he was hers, you know, and just 3 pages of basically describing the same thing over and over. And you would get at least a paragraph of it every time, but sometimes it was 1 page, 2 pages, up to 3 pages of just this time-stopped moment in between when she decided to release her power and then she did release her power to the guy. It's like, just get on with it. Other than that, I quite like Terry Goodkind's storytelling, and if you liked the series, no, I take that back. It wasn't Terry that lost control of the series. That was sort of Shannara series that got out of control. That was Terry Brooks. I'm sorry, I get the 2 authors mixed up sometimes. Terry Goodkind had full approval of the Legend of the Seeker series, which was, for the most part, I'm sorry, I got my series confused. Legend of the Seeker, he had full control over it, and although, of course, screenplays are different than books, and a lot of the characters were combined and things like that, I think he was true to the nature of the series and kept it, like I said, true to the feel of how the books were. So, I mean, if you enjoyed Legend of the Seeker, then I can definitely recommend, I would say at least the first of his series in Legend of the Seeker, the Sword of Truth series, like the first 7. Afterwards, it got a little bit repetitive. I mean, something happens at the beginning. Richard loses his powers, and then he's captured or kidnapped. And that's pretty much it. And then what kind of trouble can Kaylin get into in the meantime? Okay. So let's rescue my stash in here. I had to leave this here last night for some reason. I don't remember what I did. Let's go ahead and give you some peat. Did I bring any beeswax with me? Of course not. So now you're going to go make a pizza. Great. All right. Have fun, Apache. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Shannara Chronicles. You know, I loved the Shannara series. In fact, I'm reading his most recent book. He's only got 1 more that he's going to be doing for the series. So I'm reading The Scar Invasion now. And listening to it, actually. I don't have time to read anymore. Not a lot. And I don't know. I would read like the first series, the first trilogy, whenever I was in my 20s, and if I was depressed or whatever, or having a hard time, it got me through some tough times. I would sit down, and I knew if I just sat in my bedroom or wherever I was at, and took the day and a half, 2 days to read through those 3 books, by the time I was done, I would feel better, and the world would feel, I don't know, it didn't feel like it was out to get me anymore, and I could move on and be more objective about whatever the problem was and take care of it. So yeah, that first trilogy of the Shannara series has definitely some special meaning, although I like quite a few of the series. I'm still not so sure about this new one, but we'll see. I'm only a couple chapters in to the Scar Invasion. I don't know if the last book is out now. I just remember that he said that this was going to be the final Shannara book. Oh, we'll see. I mean, again, which has happened 4 times now. All the druids are dead, save 2. 2 and 1 sort of druid, not really protector, and then a wannabe, could be maybe druid, but just being trained by a druid. It isn't really a druid. So I don't know where you go from here, because we're a book and a half in. I mean, the most famous character from sort of Shannara being Alanon. I guess people don't realize he was dead in halfway through book 2. He's the most famous character. Agreed. He came back as a guide type, as good as these undead guides are in Sword of Shannara, which they aren't really. It's typical, we're going to speak in riddles kind of seer thing. But other than that, periodically, as the series went, Al-Anon never really made much of an appearance, yet everybody still talks about him. He's mentioned again in this book. Okay, let's put the stuff away that we're going to take elsewhere. The basket. Those go out to the house. Let's take care of our milk. I don't know if I'm going to get much building done today. We have cottage cheese there. Oh, we have 3 buckets of milk. I thought I had 4. We may have to go back and get some more, because if I remember right, we had trouble with 3 buckets. Let's see. And will that do it? No, see, this was the problem with 3 buckets. Let's see. Let's see if that works. Do you get 1? And will you work with just 1? No. There's the problem. All right, well, I'll go visit the sheep again later today and add some more for a stash here. Oop, let's put the turnip away. Oh, we were going to salt some meat. Ugh, not from that stash, we aren't. Okay, there's you, and then we put you in. That's right, because it will only do, yep, 32 at a time. Okay, you get a stack of salt and 32 meat. Nice. Okay, and we're going to make some stew. Let's see. We may need to get some more cabbage out of the ground later. Oh. Right, we'll just take care of it. We'll come back down. And then we'll get back to maybe some building. That's good because the sun's coming up. I wanted to check the traders, but no. Let's do just a little bit of building. Just a little. Just a little while I have time. Can we do it that way? There we go. Give me 8. You get half of those. There we go. That should keep us going for a day and a half, maybe. All right. Okay. I'm going to need 3 crocs. Oh, I forgot about my eggs. The eggs away. Or we can make another pot of something. Only got 5. Kind of hard to do with 5. How long are they good? 16? And that's only 3.1. And it has to be 3 meat. I don't think I can add the eggs. Let's see. So meal making. Okay, I can make soup. Water, vegetable, meat, and let's see. Let's try it. Yep, let's try that. Okay. Oh, let's put you guys away and let's take these guys from the bottom. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Problems with the chat window again. So I am going to try to do some test streams, just a warning, later on tonight to see if I can get Glymesh to work. Because they're basically a replacement for Mixer, which uses an FTL streaming protocol. It's super duper fast. I'm not really concerned with that. I mean, I don't mind a couple seconds delay. It doesn't bother me any. And but there are other things that you can do with that, programming wise, to make it a little more immersive for players, say, participating in your game and things. So, and it's brand new, it's up and coming, and it looks really interesting, and I like how they're using the new technology. So I'll continue to try to see if I can get something to stream to that platform, yet still enable me to stream to the ones that I'm doing now, which are Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. I mean, some people say you shouldn't spread yourself so thin, because that way you're not concentrating on anything, but I do. My business stream, not so much, but at least this stream I can see all 3 chats, and I try to have everything. I'll have to check again. I'm not sure they're republished to the rest of the chats. I'll have to take a look. But I also try to read out what the chat says when I'm talking to someone in particular. That said, I would really like to integrate Glymesh into my little family here. We shall see. That, and they enable you to have subscriptions and things like that without achieving a minimum at this point. And then, of course, the big problem that Twitch has, which is discoverability. There's no real good search mechanism. And the categories are hard to navigate. Come on, guys, let's get cooking. Finish cooking. Put my garbage away. Let's put the buckets up. These will have to go in the greenhouse. Dump those there. Let's get rid of the wood in the path. Or the dirt in the path. Drop both those by the greenhouse and then get to work. Okay. Well, come on, guys. We are cooking, aren't we? Whoa. There's a real problem. Why? Did we stop cooking? Not even up to cooking temperature. Wonder why 4 wasn't enough. Too much meat? I don't know, I guess it takes a little longer. Shame on me. I just checked. All right, well, while we're waiting for you, we can take a quick look at this trader. And then we'll check our music. Let's see, you want a sack and a half of rye bread and 10 leather. Oh, a little extra of rice. Well, let's at least get to the leather. I don't want to take the time to make the bread now, although I would normally. Hoping to get a little bit of building done, since that was like the title of my stream. At least a little bit before the stream's over. 4 or 5. Okay. Wow! People! It's just... It's not cold outside. It's 30 degrees. And this doesn't take me out of range, at least it never has. Definitely going down in the cellar has never taken me out of range of these fire pits before. All right, quick check on the music. That's not it. There we are. Okay, are we going to cook now? Please? Pretty please? If we're going to make soup, we need to grab water. Be fun. I have not cooked with eggs yet on the server. Gotta go make a pizza, he says. All right. We'll just relax a little bit. You and you. Put you in there. In there. Okay, water. 3 bits of water. And then vegetable. That makes a soup. And then I believe we can do our last 3 pieces of meat. What else we put in there? Well, that's kind of a bummer. I don't wanted to cook my meat here. Okay, we'll have to make a different kind of stew later, I guess. Not entirely enough cooking right now. It's still hot. Oh dear. Hopefully it has a decent expiration date on it. So we can do soup like this later. It'll still be fresh meat today. Take some fat. There's that one. Pretty good saturation. It's 1700. And 10. Right. Nope. Yep. There we go. Rescue our Pete. No, don't put it. Very sad looking stew. Only got one serving of this left. Should have 2 left of the stew. Yay! Okay, let's put our bucket away. Managed to use our eggs. And I've got Pete on me. Okay. What can we do next? Over here. Now, I think not this area here. I need to mark that copy. I think it's right here. This is the outside yard area. That I want to do. Let's see. Make some fences. Oh, I need sticks. Oh. Are we going to be able to get any building done today at all? Okay, building might have to happen in the next stream. I don't have sticks to make fence gate or fences. Ooh, there's 4. 43. Okay. Let's see if I've got my map here. My little floor plan. Minute trying to pull it up here. That again, I find myself unprepared for what I really wanted to do today. Yeah. Okay. I don't have the resources needed. Well, shoot. Okay. That's fine. Let's take another crate over there. Still in the wood. And We'll grab a scythe and we'll harvest some bees. And possibly some cabbages. See if we can get some extra seeds. Well, I'm sorry, everyone. I really wanted to work on this build. I do need to figure out someplace else to move these to, but that's a long and boring task. And definitely will not do that on stream. But this is how it's looking so far. And this is going to be another storage area, possibly leather processing and hay storage, that kind of thing. A couple of extra pens. I'll have that outdoor yard probably for chickens and things. It'll be fun. I'm not going to worry too much about animals except for my chickens, because I am taking care of Mikey's sheep and it works out just fine. Oh, I was going to put these sticks away. Let's grab the scythe and we'll take care of those reeds and the skips. Have a little fun with the bees biting me. And make sure to put my armor on. That's what I forget. They don't seem to be able to get you very well through the Gimps and the linen armor. I'm still not sure how I'm going to do this path. I think I'm just going to come around here and then through here to the barn, and then all this will move. Okay. We should have some bees ready to harvest because I have not harvested them for a while. They were a little bit behind before. I mean, I'd go to harvest them and they weren't all spread out like they should. Not all of them are harvestable. Don't really have the timing down for those guys quite yet. I don't think you have to be online for them to do their thing, but I could be wrong. That'd be a good question to ask, actually. Clearly can't get my scythe to work properly either. It like missed all of these ones on the left. See, there are only 3 across. You should be able to crop these or harvest these just like you do all the rest of the crops. You hit the one in the middle and it should get them all on the left and the right. Picking them up is a different story. I think the hitbox for picking things up, sometimes it feels like it's too big because you can never drop anything without picking it up. But then it's not big enough because you're trying to pick stuff up and then it feels like you have to be right on top of it. I don't remember having this feeling like it was disparate on Minecraft. But then over the last year, I got used to playing modded where you could have a magnet and it would pull things into your inventory from farther away. That was handy. All right, we should have some clay over here. Oh, and we have skips too. How about that? Let's see how many we can make here. And a few more. Well, that's not going to work. All right. That's it. You away, you away. Grab some skippage. Grabbed the scythe and forgot to put that stuff, other stuff away. Okay, ooh, armor. That we're being smart this time instead of waiting to get stung. There we are. And of course the very first one spawns a swarm. Yep, let's check and make sure they're harvestable. No problems here. Hey, the dummy works. I think he stopped by the dummy over there. That's good. Oh, they're coming back for me. All I did was look at you. Alright, we don't need the scythe anymore. Let's get the skips down. Alright, how are we doing? Harvestable? Yes. Alright, has anybody ever managed to destroy one of these dummies? I guess you can. Yeah, looks like I waited long enough. Everything's harvestable. I still need some red flowers back here. Looks like those are all harvestable too, so that's good. Oh, let's get this back row first. Then we'll have to go back and make sure I picked everything up. Looks like I missed something there. Yep, I'm needing some more honeycomb for trading. Run out. Got more than enough honey. Looks like we came up with just enough, so I definitely need more reeds in my garden there. Okay, last row. They're going to town on that dummy. Guess they're doing their job. Yeah, they aren't bothering me much at all. Well, I say that and they sting me. Still. Putting up those dummies really does work. Okay, yeah, I know. Leave anything on the ground. Bzz, 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 everywhere. I like you guys. You don't sting. Okay. Look at all the reeds. We're going to need some more clay up here. Okay. The reeds there and put all the skips up. Just barely. Oh! Oh! Picked a flower. Another problem. Need to be able to reinforce flowers. Has to come from the front. There we are. Okay. Job well done. Going to drop this honeycomb off down in the bottom and then we'll go to the greenhouse and sign out. I have not been up that long and I need a nap. And then I need to work on designing some stickers. Yay! I've done most of the hard ones. I'm going to tackle a couple more of the hard ones. And we'll see. I have if you're interested, I do my business streams Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 1 o'clock. And this week I'll have to do some sticker designs. Because that's just something that I gotta be doing. But the plan is to start working on third quarter goals. So if you were ever interested in learning how to set some goals and plan for the future, then by all means, I will announce it probably on my if you're subscribed to Pyrrh on Twitter. Every once in a while, I will put a link to my business stream on Twitter, and I'll make sure to do that tomorrow. Let's see. Okay, go into the greenhouse. Gonna sign out with some spooky music. Oh, yeah, I need to do cabbages, so I'm going to leave that on me. So I picked those up to fill up my fertilizer there. I'm still making compost. I'm not really sure why. And I've got Terra Preta to replace in the garden. And I still need to visit the build contest area to copy some of my own things. Right. There's a lot of things that need to be done. So, oh, yeah. Like to be able to see who we are. Again, we are playing music by Approaching Nirvana. Quite like them. Let's play one of my favorites, From the Edge of the Cliffs. And of course, we'll be signing out with Kevin MacLeod Killers, as I always do. But again, thank you for watching. I'm sorry we had a shorter stream today, but again, health and work concerns are pulling me away. But I will do some, so don't freak out when I do some test streams later today, trying to get Glymesh to work, which is a new streaming. I want to get it to work without sacrificing the streaming services that I am using now. So, you know, stick with your favorite, and maybe we can all try Glymesh together. So thank you again so much for joining me. It's been a lot of fun, and maybe most definitely next time I'll do a little more preparation, and we will build on the barn on Friday, and hopefully we'll just be finishing it up and touching it up. Again, I will see you next time. In the meantime, play hard, die often, and leave a good-looking corpse.